the stories in California. He's now doing double duty with the fires in Santa Rosa, California. Good morning, Jason.
Hey, good morning, guys. Yeah, the wind red flag warning is still up again today. More concerns that these things could pick up, although the winds did not materialize as feared yesterday. So, it's just kind of a wait and see, but they were able to get some containment on some of these fires. But there's so many fires they're fighting and so many firefighters, it's just still a real tough scene here.
It seems like the first responders, the firefighters, are just overwhelmed, and there's really not much they can do considering how big it is and the weather.
They're not, and so some of these fires, the major fires now are burning in more rural areas, but still, if the winds shift, they could hit homes, just like that overnight. The winds here kind of didn't do a whole lot, so the fires were able to die down. We'll get some new numbers later. But, the sheer size and number here, we're talking about at least 16 fires in 6 counties that are active right now. And the biggest one, the most destructive one, the Tubbs fire that burned so many homes and killed so many people here in the Santa Rosa area, that's at least 10% contained as of right now. So that's a good sign. And they hope that they can keep cutting those lines and containing the fire today if the winds cooperate.
Do we have any idea how many homes have been destroyed?
We have a number of 3,500 homes and businesses, and so, there's a mix there. A lot of those are homes. Just driving around Santa Rosa, I mean, you can see areas where in one area alone, hundreds of homes are gone. Hundreds of homes in one neighborhood are just absolutely gone and destroyed. And most of the people in those areas, you can't get in. So people don't know. I mean, they've seen the pictures and they've seen the overhead shots and they know their neighborhood, so they can probably pick out stuff. But as one woman said, she drove into the area. She couldn't tell what was going on. She didn't know where her house was because it's all destroyed. It looks so different. You don't know where one house ends and the other begins because it's all just rubble.
That's heartbreaking. What about this is wine country as well as cannabis country. What's going on with those two industries?
It is. I got a chance yesterday to drive all around, about 100 miles around wine country to see what's going on. First of all, the whole area is just the Napa Valley, which is, a big valley, is just sitting in smoke. And so anybody who, if you know anything about barbecue, you know that smoke sticks. And so those grapes just have smoke sticking to them, and that's going to affect flavor and the viability of those grapes, which, is going to affect the economy of this area for a long time. Tourism is shut down. There's almost nothing open. A few restaurants here and there. One couple I talked to, they're here from Australia. I've been here a couple of days. All they can do is pretty much read and sit outside a little bit, but the air is kind of bad. They're not spending money. They're not buying things. They're not shopping at wineries, so that's a hit that places are taking as well. And I know of one pot farm personally, and I've heard anecdotes of several others that have burned to the ground because the hills around these areas are major producers of weed as people are ramping up for legal marijuana in the area. These huge farms have sprung up around here, and I know of one at least that is just burned to the ground.
Jason Nathanson in Santa Rosa, California with the latest. Jason, be safe. Thanks for checking in.